All right, well, even though I've had access to this, I've been a good friend, not played any of it, so we can present this tonight, courtesy of Capcom. It is, in fact, Hollow Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. All right.
Yay!
Woo!
Woo!
Woo! Woo!
Did we already
Oh my
introduce ourselves?
No.
Yeah, it is about time. We'll start with the host with the most. It is Little Sharky, Destroyer of Showers.
Hi, I'm old. We're gonna have some fun. It's been too long. Let's do this. Next. Somebody was not prepared for that efficiency.
I am. I'm just chewing. More stubborn than molasses in January. It's Chrisseries.
I'm Chris Reese. I read the raid group list of Final Fantasy 14, and yeah, it's also been too long. I just want to get started. Let's go.
Looking to get his eye beat in Tekken 8 in a few weeks. It's Oni Heart.
What's up? It's Oni Heart. RPGs, fighters, and art. I'm consumed by Tekken right now. This is my first Tekken I'm actually trying to play for real, so. Haven't been able to stream recently because work going on in my room, but I'll be back soon.
Proud of you. The reason why Oni Heart has work going on in his room, it's shy.
Well, I mean, I had to put the cookie somewhere. Sorry, Oni. But yeah, hi, I am Shy. I play a little of everything. Haven't been streaming that much lately, but definitely going to get back to it very soon.
Due to a well-placed series of bribes, is somehow not illegal in 42 states, it's Lania.
The 8 I am illegal in, though. Those are the fun.
You almost had it. You were really close.
I know, right? Right?
Let's see how it works. Oh, wait, hold on.
The Atelier Gacha because I don't have control of my life. And I voice act for games that don't have English VAC, like this one. You can catch me at twitch.tv/LaniaKaAI whenever the hell I can be asked to stream. Also, I'm doing this bit again because I can.
There we go. I just had to flop all the audio controls. But without further ado, I guess we're going to play a video game together. Do y'all want to hold hands?
Sing Kumbaya.
Did you wash them?
No, we don't hold hands and we don't stack chairs.
But did you wash them?
Apparently, I'm a germaphobe because I wash my hands 10 times a day.
Did you know that hand holding is the #1 cause of pregnancy?
I thought that was premature ejaculation.
Not with that attitude.
Listen, it's after the first 2 minutes I can make those jokes now.
I like how we're going straight to Texas Hold'em here.
True.
I'm confused as to why washing your hands 10 times a day means you're in germs.
I mean, like, after you go to the bathroom and, like, I cook 2 times a day, so, like, I'm definitely washing my hands. Like,
Yeah, it just sounds like something that who needs to go touch some goddamn grass would say.
I am raw meat, so I have to wash my hands often.
I've got some pretty raw schmeat.
Hey, how's that person making a phone call while dead?
Oh, someone hit him hard. Wait, is this...
The cops
Also
should
correct,
be here.
Melodia. It's the shitty version of poker.
Hey, there we go.
April 20th, 9:37 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 3.
Happy 420, everyone.
Panicked, palms sweaty, Knees weak. Mom's spaghetti. I
Mom's
can admit it.
spaghetti.
I'm nervous. All right, Oni, you're handing out parts.
All right. Well, I don't even know who this is.
All right.
Sorry, who was it that I was after?
The little girl.
Good morning.
You didn't have to put it that way, Shy. You didn't have to put it that way.
I'll hand it out after.
Neither did
after-
you, Lon.
Oh my gosh.
Too soon.
I just heard, oh, it's a little girl, and then someone go, good morning.
Oh.
Back at it.
Good morning, sir.
I'll take this guy for now.
Yeah, he does seem a little baggy.
Jeez.
You
I
look
think I can
tense,
because
Justice.
I'm queer.
Wound up tight.
Wound up, sir? No, I'm loose. I'm fine. Things you'll never catch me saying out loud.
That screeching noise. Is that your voice? I suppose it's to be expected.
Harmonize with me, maggot.
Your first trial, and it's a homicide. I guess justice doesn't start small, eh?
I'm fine. I got up at 5 a.m. to do my Chords of Steel voice workout, so I'm fine.
Ah, that explains it. I did detect a certain rasping quality to your screech.
Bro, you're so mean. I overdid it again.
As you know, your client today is a good friend of mine. I wouldn't want to let him down, if you get my drift.
Drift gotten, sir. I'm all over that drift.
As it happens, I dined with him the night of the murder. We can't let this case fall through.
Yeah, I'm fine.
One more thing.
I swear if I have to say I'm fine one more time. Thank you.
Don't say you're fine quite so much.
All right, I'm glad I'm already, ahead of the script.
People might take you the wrong way. I'll be preparing our case. You might want to introduce yourself to the client.
Okay.
That usually is a good thing for a lawyer to do.
I would recommend it. My name is Apollo Justice. If it isn't clear already, I'm a new attorney. And today is my first trial. Not that I'm worried or anything. The defendant has been accused of murder.
I knew the reverb was coming.
True. I just couldn't get my hands over there fast enough. My boss wants to help him out, of course. And so do I. I mean, there's no way he did it. Not him. No way. Holy shit, it's Parappa the Rappa.
Alright, who's voicing Parappa?
I slammed his head into a car door.
Oh. Sharky, yeah.
Sure.
Punch, kick. It's all in the mind.
Whoa. Good morning?
You just gotta believe.
Morning. It's all up to you today.
First trial, nervous. Meeting him, cardiac arrest.
Bro.
I think I'm supposed to say something? Help?
So you're
Fine, I'm fine.
Mr. Fine, is it?
Uh,
I did remember you were having an odd name.
well, we're off to a great start. Are you sure you're okay? I mean, with me? Mr. Gavin is a top-notch defense attorney. And he's your friend, so why?
You'll see, dude.
Uh?
You can do it. Just be confident.
You just gotta believe.
Believe in yourself! You can do it!
Trust your fate to the heart of the cards, bro.
I don't have any... I'm really sorry this happened to you. I mean,
It's time, shall we?
Yes, sir. Okay, I need to focus and readjust these silly little captions because there's never actually a good place to put them with this layout. Yeah. You know what? I might be able to make this work. What, Oni? What?
I'm just laughing at the voice Shark is doing for this character, whom I'm sure he doesn't know who he is.
I have no idea, bro.
There we
I mean,
go.
it's clearly Parappa.
I'm gonna go grab my drink while he does the thing here.
Yeah, no, this shouldn't take too long. I just gotta play a little bit of a tweaking game here. That actually might work, and then I think I can hide the UI on this, and we might be okay. That is not what I thought that would mean. Ah, perfect. Kind of. First trial, here comes justice.
I am so screwed.
April 20th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2.
Oh, it's my boy Ouchie.
Chris?
The court is now in session.
Either Lon or Shy, one of you want to be Pain?
Final Fantasy X 2 Pain? Absolutely, dude. That was like my goth awakening.
Oh my god.
Oh, come on. It wasn't yours?
No. Lulu was.
Oh my god.
Alright, if you want to be that way. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is, fine. I mean, ready, Your Honor. Mind going blank. Don't panic. Oh, too late.
Your name was Mr. Justice? And this is your first trial?
Yes, Your Honor. But I'm fine. Really.
Are you quite sure? Your voice sounds a bit strange.
Vape Nation.
Mr. Gavin.
Yes, Your Honor.
This dude's queer as a $3 bill, and I'm living for it right now.
I was under the impression that you would be heading up this case.
That was my intention, yes.
This guy needs a perpetual
However,
fan blowing his hair back.
He does. He deserves it.
a defense attorney must always cede to his client's wishes. and my client specifically requested Mr. Justice.
Well, of course he wants justice. But to entrust this case to this greenhorn, what? Do not exaggerate when I say you're the best attorney in town, Mr. Gavin.
Okay, so Gavin's got trial experience, fine. But does he have cords of steel?
Then let's begin. The defense may enter the courtroom.
Bruh.
This is truly an unfortunate turn of events. I'm sorry we had to meet again under these circumstances.
Long time no see, Mr. Wright.
That was the judge.
What?
Yeah,
that
you're
me or-
Phoenix Wright.
You're
Let's put
Phoenix
the past
Wright.
behind us, shall we?
Oh my
Wait,
god, you're all fucking confused.
You guys are
Oh my
flipping
God.
your roles.
Parappa is Phoenix Wright.
Parappa is Phoenix Wright? I thought they were saying the
Parappa the
judge
Rappa.
was...
Nah.
No, Parappa the Rappa is Phoenix Wright.
I am so confused. I am sorry.
He is a
That's
chicken,
fine.
not a turkey. You got that, you beef jerky?
I have truly been put in my place.
Yeah.
This is where I watched my parents die, Parappa.
I slammed my penis in the car door.
I feel like too many of you guys are getting mixed up here.
These days, I'm merely Phoenix Wright, piano player.
So you're a professional pianist?
Yes.
Mr.
Also,
Wright, how
one
could
sec.
this have happened?
I won't speak of it further then. If the prosecution would be so kind as to explain the charges, Mr. Payne.
To think I saw you enter this room a fresh attorney, and now I'll see you leave in chains.
Oh, Winston Payne. Subtle as ever, I see.
Ahem. The crime occurred at the Borscht Bowl Club, a Russian restaurant. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, took the victim, a customer, and he hit him wham on the head, smack, and killed him cold.
A customer at the restaurant, you say. And the defendant, you say he was.
The pianist for the club, it seems.
Phoenix Wright, a pianist.
This is the weapon that took the victim's life. A bottle of grape juice.
Yes, of course.
Uh-huh.
Grape juice is apparently our defendant's drink of choice.
The court accepts the deadly bottle as evidence.
Deadly bottle has been added to the court record.
All right.
Something to note, Justice. All evidence is filed in the court record. Make a practice of checking it frequently.
I'm checking it. The court record. Right. I've heard of that.
Use the right bumper to look at the evidence so far. I'm confident in your ability to handle this.
Joke's on you, idiot. I can't read. Right. Just use right bumper. Sounds like it's time for some hands-on action.
So, the victim was a customer at this restaurant. This Shady Smith fellow.
We believe he was Slim Shady. Yes, the real Slim Shady, Your Honor. Also a traveler.
Traveler? A blues traveler?
According to his passport, he had been out of the country for a number of years. He had only returned to this country recently, though his place of residence is unclear.
He had some sort of connection with the defendant.
That, too, is unclear at present, Your Honor. We believe they first met at the Borscht Bowl Club on the night of the crime.
If they had only just met, then why murder? I can speak in complete sentences like an intelligent human. Perhaps the victim slighted the defendant's piano playing?
That doesn't appear to have been the case. No, the motive had nothing to do with the defendant's lack of playing skill. At least not piano playing. I'll let this photo explain what I mean. As we can see, a game of poker was in progress at the scene of the crime.
Wait a second. Isn't poker gambling?
Yeah. Aren't you a judge? You should know this. You're a judge.
That's a crime in and of itself.
Indeed, it appears our defendant has fallen to become the basest sort of criminal. Worse than committing murder, he played Texas Hold'em.
I was gonna say, is that worse than being a guitarist?
I prefer to think of myself as being acidic on the pH scale. Thank you.
It is true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim. Yet it was only that, a game. In the purest sense, a competition, Your Honor.
It's only game. Why you have be mad? It's only game.
It wasn't a Russian place, so we know beef stroganoff was there.
Yeah, and Ilya Brizgalov.
Apparently.
Hey, Oni, can you spell Ilya Brizgalov for me?
Fuck that.
What, this guy? You got a weakness for blonde men?
No.
Tall, dark, and handsome?
I mean, that tie is nice.
Competition?
Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions.
Are they charging their JO crystals?
Only the cards, their backs, wreathed in blue flame, know its final outcome.
Come again?
The cards on the table have blue backs, Your Honor. I believe the defense was waxing poetic in an attempt to mystify those present. And impress women.
How dare he?
Yeah, can't he tell that clearly he was trying to impress men?
Imagine trying to impress women.
I mean, I do, but it's easy for me because I am women.
Multiple, yes.
I am women.
That will be our first order of business here, then.
What, women?
Women.
Women.
Impressing women will be our first order of business.
I mean, listen, if you're here, probably.
Look, it's what I do.
We know you do women, Lon. Thank you.
You've made that quite clear. To find out more about this fatal game of cards.
Bro.
Very well, defendant. You will testify to the court about the poker competition held the night of the crime.
My pleasure.
This is it. The first trial. Here goes nothing.
The competition.
I'm a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. My real job is to take interested customers over at the poker table. The room where we play and the competition in there are the club's main attractions, besides myself. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. That's all it is, a game. And our customers are happy.
All right.
Right.
Not a lot of information to work with.
A pianist who can't play piano.
Better than a defense attorney who can't defend.
Yeah, better than a bald guy trying to desperately hold on to what little hair he has left.
How
This
does
is
he
all
still
I
have hair?
in my life.
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
No lie, in celebration of returning to the Ace Attorney franchise, the state of Michigan sent me jury duty today. That is a real thing that actually happened.
Sorry. I was warming up my balls of steel.
Did you promise? You make sure to promise them that you'll shout objection every time you
I
hear
will.
something strange?
I absolutely will.
Right, Your Honor. My first cross-examination. Don't blow it.
Are you alright? You're sweating bullets.
Swear to God, if this kid says I'm fine, we're quitting.
Well, that was a good one then. See you guys later.
Bullets?
Fair.
It's a figure of speech, Justice. Your voice sounds strained and raspy, too.
Gumpy. Shelby crocheted a little coffee, but he's grumpy. My brain feels strained and raspy, sir.
You've watched me perform cross-examinations many times. Though you've never done one yourself, have you? Care for a refresher?
What to do? Should I ask Mr. Gavin for a refresher course? Nope, done this a handful of times. No need for help here, sir. I think I've got this one covered.
I think you'd better do more than think. You know it, or you do not.
I'm fine! Cords of steel are ready for battle. My weapons, press, and present.
Find any inconsistencies, any lies in the testimony, and reveal them to the court. That is cross-examination. Learn it, know it, do it.
Isn't that your motto, Lon?
Learn it, know it, do it.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Look, I am exactly 3-dimensional as a person. It's like science, women, bunny. That's me.
Inconsistencies? Lies? Phoenix Wright? As if Phoenix Wright would never lie, and it's up to me to prove it.
The defense may begin the cross-examination.
The competition. I'm a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all.
You can hardly play?
Oh, I play sometimes, when customers demand it. So I play them one song. It's usually all they want.
Was that supposed to be a boast?
The title of pianist is a mask, a respectable face I wear for the world at large.
And why are you really at the Borscht Club?
My real job is to take on interested customers over at the poker table.
They pay you just to play poker?
That would seem to be the case. I am a professional after all.
Bah! Do I detect pride in that statement? It's just hard for an honest, hard-working member of society like me to imagine.
Yes, your imagination is always a bit limited, smug prick.
What?
I've played poker for 7 years in that little room. And I've never lost once.
What?
You see why the customers come now? And I always make them. Defeat the undefeated poker champion. It's quite a draw. That is, I'm quite a draw.
Wait, you've never lost once? Not even one time?
As I said, I'm a professional.
I feel like that's just statistically impossible. He's played poker for 7 years and not lost once? Is that even possible?
The room where we play and the competition in there are the club's main attractions.
The room in the crime scene photo is an attraction?
It has quite a history, actually. The Borscht Bowl Club was used to be a gathering spot for black market types back in the day.
Black market?
Have you ever seen a legitimate Russian businessman? Things like the black market are only on the silver screen these days.
Is anyone gonna be mad at me if I say no?
I'm more concerned that you look like you're trying to instant transmission to the toilet every time your character thinks.
Yeah.
Suffice to say, there was a lot of deals being made under that table.
Oh, they call that femboy support.
I thought that's what the table was. Lift and support your local femboy. Get a good table. Come on, that was good.
That was good.
Right there, in that room.
A smoky room, gambling hoods, you know. Looking at this picture makes me feel bad.
The bosses gather around the table, cutting deals, safe from the eyes of the law. Meanwhile, Goon keeps watch through a small window. I can practically picture it now.
That window does look like it would be a good for keeping a lookout, but little else.
The room had a few other tricks to it. Though it was common knowledge to our regulars. At any rate, they came to play poker in a room steeped in history. Also, I'm there. Despite the dark past, it was all just good, clean fun. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards.
Hold it! 2 decks of cards?
A simple measure to prevent cheating. If you alternate 2 decks, no one can slip in cards.
There's something else I noticed. In addition to the cards on the table, there are some lying scattered on the floor.
Precisely. Cards on the table, cards upon the floor. Each one forming a complete deck. A crime scene painted blue by a sad sweep of cards. It's poetic, really.
Incidentally, we use 2 types of cards at the club. One deck of cards was red, and the other was blue.
As I recall, in poker you make 5 card hands. I can see how it would be easy to cheat.
Yes, a game of hands.
Hmm?
Nani?
This competition you're talking about. I believe the court understands the nature of the game sufficiently.
That's right. It was a simple game after all.
Are you sure?
Huh?
People are not murdered over simple games, Mr. Justice. Defendant, you were in the room the very moment the time occurred. Yet you claim no connection to the crime?
Bruh. Now that's strange.
What's strange?
I was testifying about the competition that night. Asking me about the crime at this point is against the rules, Your Honor. Of course, I expected to hear a cry of objection from the defense.
Oh, oops.
Don't despair yet, Justice.
Sir?
Right. There's something I'd like to made clear. Namely, your connection to the case at hand, and I'd like to hear it from you.
Sure, why not?
Very well, the defendant will amend his testimony.
Just one little press, and I've got myself a whole new testimony.
I plead silence regarding the murder, But I will say I never touched the murder weapon.
Oh boy. Bottle is completely empty. It says it has Wright's fingerprints all over it. Grape juice.
I prefer to call it purple drink.
Purple drink. It says there's supposed to be fingerprints on it. They ain't here.
Objection!
So you say you didn't touch the murder weapon? This grape juice bottle? Right?
So I said.
Something the matter, Mr. Justice?
Too bad our new defense.
Oop. There we go.
Too bad our new defense attorney never learned how to play dumb.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
I examined the bottle in question, you see. And it was covered with the defendant's fingerprints.
Objection!
No need to shout, Mr. Justice. I can hear you just fine.
Oh.
Excess yelling can damage the judge's ears and our case.
What about my cards of steel? Anyway, what's so strange about fingerprints on a bottle in a restaurant?
Well, that's true. The prints alone don't prove he.
They wouldn't prove a thing if they were normal fingerprints.
Oh, are they extra special fingerprints on?
These
My
are
brand!
super special fingerprints.
Yeah, are they fingy prints? What do you got, my toe beans?
They have your toe beans all over it.
Damn, you should sell that on eBay.
I intend to.
Huh?
But the fingerprints on the murder weapon were upside down.
Okay, still circumstantial.
Circumstantial evidence is very strong.
It's uncommon, but that doesn't prove anything.
I prefer rares and legendaries.
Upside down? What does that mean?
It means he was holding the bottle inverted, and there can be only one reason for that.
Snapping a Polaroid of an enemy MiG fighter?
Yes! To brain someone with the bottle!
Mr. Gavin, I think things just took a turn for the worse.
Oh? I see no problem, Justice.
Come again?
The only thing that matters is the truth. There's a good reason for everything. You'll see.
Defendant, can you explain your fingerprints on this bottle to the court?
I stand by my plea of silence regarding the murder. For now.
You're not very cooperative, are you? This could hurt your case.
I'm sure he's uncooperative because he's hiding something. There must be some reason.
Your Honor, you seem to have forgotten something.
And what might that be, Mr. Gavin?
On the night of the crime, who was it who reported the murder to the police?
Reported?
Well, that was the defendant, Mr. Wright. But still, that...
Really?
Well, yes, according to the case file, the murder was reported from near the scene by a call from the defendant's cell phone.
Near the scene?
Let's take a look at the diagram of the murder scene, shall we? The victim was murdered in a small room in a basement, 2 floors down from ground level. Of course, cell phones can't get reception so far down.
False.
The defendant used the stairs in this hallway to go above ground. The call
Yo, what up,
came from the
Fantar?
first floor of the restaurant.
I see, and this is the phone that made the call.
No.
Ironically, I once did own that same phone.
The defendant could have just fled the scene of the crime if he so chose. Yet, he fulfilled his duty as a citizen and reported it to the authorities.
It's a Nokia 3310.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And you claim he is being uncooperative?
Nice save, Mr. Gavin. I'd better not waste this.
I think the prosecution has toyed with our client enough for the time being.
But I want to toy some more. There's very little joy in my life, Mr. Gavin.
Try more.
Defense has a leaky bag of gummy bears.
Gummy bears. Bouncing here?
Yep.
And there?
Yep.
Everywhere.
I assure you, no one is more serious about...
Women.
What was it you said? The defendant was in the room the very moment that the crime occurred? How can you possibly know this?
That's a good question. How indeed?
The answer is simple, Your Honor. The prosecution has a decisive witness.
She can see the future.
You're as good as they say you are.
So someone else was in the room the night of the crime? That must mean they witnessed the crime.
Everything up till now has been a warm-up, Justice. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Very well. The prosecution may call its first witness into the stand.
The witness will state her name and profession.
Oh, hold on just a moment.
where's the witness?
I surmise that she has been frightened by the defense's
Correct.
demonic
I'll probably
looking
change it up,
horns.
to be honest. This is from the old game. So I used a little hair gel. Relax, people.
Have no fear. If any horns point in your direction, the court will cut them off.
Take it away,
Shy.
Shy. Yep.
You are sure?
I swear it on my gavel. Please come out.
Isn't violence against hair a crime, Your Honor?
Well, for sure it is okay.
Wait a minute. Prosecution care to explain the witness's paraphernalia?
Yes. She's a professional, Your Honor. These are merely the tools of her trade.
And that would be...
My name is Ruka Orly.
Orly?
Wait, as waitress
Yeah,
in the
really.
First World Club restaurant.
No way.
Yeah.
Then why a camera?
It is my pride to serve borscht at this naming restaurant. But I also perform, how is it said? Other service.
Oh.
Oh, I see.
Oh. Oh, really? Or is it orally?
Orally.
Yeah, really.
No way.
Wait.
Wait.
I take it one of these other services is taking the customer's pictures?
Like for example, this one.
That's the defendant.
Indeed, on the night of the murder.
Man in white hat is one who has gone kaput.
Indeed, that is the victim. Order, order. This is quite the piece of evidence to casually drop into our laps.
It's the same way as I drop cold bowls of borscht on laps of customers. Casually.
Rude.
The court will casually accept this new evidence.
Now, witness. Where were you at the time of the murder?
Oh, the hideout we call it.
Excuse me? The hideout?
Soon where famous gangster bad guy was arrested.
Oh.
Soul bad guy?
Yep.
His room where murder took place.
What?
You look at what a surprise. It is lovely.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
I will post my courtroom door later for you. Photos will be numbered and you'll write which ones you want copy of.
So there were 3 people in the room at the time of the crime. The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright, and Olga O'Reilly? Our witness. And if Mr. Wright isn't the killer, that means
Very well. Witness, you will testify to the court about that night's events.
Night, customer asked me to deal cards for game. It was cold. Both players played with hats on, duh. The victim, he plays whole time with his hand in bucket at his neck. The last hand is done, but something terrible has happened, duh. Batman flew at victim and is strangling him to death.
Incidentally, who won the game?
It was the 49ers.
Isn't it obvious? The winner was the victim, Mr. Smith.
That's ridiculous. Because Mr. Wright can't lose.
Justice? Maybe you can come up with a more legitimate objection.
But he hadn't lost in 7 years.
Take it from me, kid, it happens. I didn't lose a case my first 7 years as a prosecutor either.
I mean, to be fair, this is Japan. Like, you're pretty much expected to win every case you try.
Oh yeah, no, the legal system is definitely rigged in the prosecution's favor in Japan.
Okay, so you don't think that has any coincidence or anything?
I fail to see the relevance.
Fuck your yee ass haircut.
Incidentally, I have some evidence here. These are the poker chips as they lay at the very moment of the crime. The hand and chips on this side belong to the defendant, Mr. Wright. Those on the far side belong to the victim, Mr. Smith.
Chips, you say? Sounds delicious.
I mean, yes. Imagine that poker is war. Your hand is your army, and chips are the spoils.
Right?
I know that. After all, in my youth, I was known as the poker head of courtroom number 3.
I think he means poker face?
Look at this photograph.
Every time I look, it makes me laugh.
It does seem that most of the chips are on the victim's side of the table.
How much are the red chips worth, Judge?
It doesn't matter. It's about quantity, not quality. Very well. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
That night, customer asked me to deal cards for game.
I'm gonna look at some shit here. Wow, the battery is being held in with a piece of tape. You should just buy a new one. Maybe he can't afford it. He just doesn't care.
That is exactly the phone I had in college now.
Oh, come on, that's the power button. You just hold it. There are many numbers like it, but this one is mine. Do you know what movie that's from, Oni?
No, I don't think.
My rifle. There are many like it. This one is mine.
Oh, God. You've never seen Full Metal Jacket?
Look, you expect me to remember every single line from a movie that I saw like a billion years ago?
It is a pretty iconic line.
There are no stream safe phrases from that entire script.
This
No,
is
I think
my-
I just said the only one.
Yeah, this is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine. My rifle is my best friend. It is my life. I must master it, as I must master my life. My rifle without me is useless. Without my rifle, I am useless. And that's all I remember of it. Have a good night at work, Fantar. That is the wrong button.
See you, nerd.
So you are dealing cards. Do you do this often?
No, I am doing this. If customer wishes it, I serve anything. Borscht, cards, more borscht. It is my work.
It's good to hear of a place that hasn't forgotten the meaning of service.
Welcome to Borscht One Club, where borscht is as warm as the waitresses.
Thank you for not handing out flyers during the cross-examination.
It was cold. Both players played with hats on. Duh.
It's already April. How could it be cold?
At Borscht One Club, we have pride on authentic Russian restaurant theme. Outside, it is sunny in spring, but inside, it is always as cold as Mother Russia.
No way am I going there.
When it comes to hot borscht, gold is best seasoning, duh? The victim, he plays whole time with his hand on locket at his neck.
I'll wait on that. His locket?
Good luck charm, duh? He gripped it many times as he played that night.
Yes, he might have felt as though it might carry him to the moon and the star. Though, if it were small enough to fit around his neck, it wouldn't have much lift.
The defense would like a clarification. This is a locket we're talking about? I mean, a pendant with a picture in it, right? Not a rocket?
Of course, I knew that. It was probably a pendant shaped like a rocket. That's why she called it that.
No, a locket's a... Tony.
You're muted, Onus.
It's considered bad form to poke fun at the hard of hearing in our society.
Hard of hearing or hard of understanding?
So, what happened next?
Sorry, I had to, get my dog away because she was barking.
And it's done. But something terrible has happened.
Quit putting peanut butter on everything, Oni. Something terrible?
The defense will refrain from needless shouting.
Sorry. I need to seriously reconsider this vocal training thing.
Now, Miss Orley, can you tell us what happened?
I was so frightened. I trembled with fear. That man flew at victim and is strangling him to death. Objection!
No. Oh, really? Strangled, you say? That's odd.
Normal customers only choke on borscht.
No. I mean, this report shows that the victim died of a blow to the head. Miss Worley, really now, did you witness the crime? Good catch.
Honestly, excellent waitressing.
Looking at the picture, it doesn't seem like he was hit. He's still wearing his hat and everything.
Yet, it is a fact that he was hit, Your Honor. Here's a photo we took of the victim with his hat off during our investigation.
Oh shit, he's the last airbender.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Dang, you've got a terrible beard.
Well, that's quite shocking, isn't it? His head certainly was hit.
Huh.
But I have seen it happen. The defendant, he lunged at victim, his neck.
Oh, really, Miss Orley? I think I've caught you in your own lie this time.
Justice. I admire your enthusiasm, but perhaps you should think this through once more.
What does that mean? I found a contradiction.
There's one thing in her testimony that troubles me.
Very well. It seems we should continue the cross-examination.
There's such a thing as thinking too much. This horse is dead. Let's stop beating it.
There's such a thing as thinking aloud too much, too.
At night, customer asked me to deal cards for game. It was cold. Both players played with hats on. The victim, he plays whole time with blocking his hand on locket at neck.
Yeah. What locket? You know, there was one curious part in her testimony, just like Mr. Gavin said. But what does that mean?
What does that mean?
I'm disappointed.
Mr. Justice, what does that mean?
Well, Your Honor, that boy needs therapy.
What does that mean?
That boy needs therapy.
Oh, okay.
It's purely psychosomatic.
So you're saying he's nuts?
Yeah, crazy in the coconut.
What does that mean?
Well, why don't you lie down on the couch?
I feel like I'm suddenly listening to an episode of Propane Genesis Evangelion.
Gosh dang it. Bobby, get in the Wow, that accent just fell apart.
Yeah, that did.
Holy
That was
shit.
rough. Fucking watch the wheels fall off of that one.
Bobby!
What the fuck? Okay.
Hey, speaking of fun things, while we're already derailed and I made a joke about derailment, did you know that the United Railway Workers line solved the trolley problem?
Oh?
Yeah, you just fucking slip the track. Basically, what you want to do is hit the switch as the after the front wheels pass, but before the rear wheels pass, and it'll cause a controlled derailment, and then no one dies. Ta-da!
Next
So-
time anybody talks about the trolley problem, you give them that answer and see what happens.
Fuck the trolley problem.
So you're saying that the proper answer is Ghost Ride the Whip?
Oh, absolutely. Hit the nay-nay. Hit the gritty. Pass the Dutch
Gritty
on the
is-
left-hand side.
Gritty is rapidly heading to your location as we speak.
Gritty already knows your location. The victim played with his hand on locket at his neck, I believe she said.
I hope you aren't about to raise an objection to the witness's grammar.
We'll get to that. No, but look at this photograph. I mean, every time I do, it makes me laugh. What the hell is on Joey's head?
Joey's head.
Do you see a locket on the victim's neck?
Well done, Justice. I'm impressed. I knew you'd be able to handle this.
Handle this, pants crab. But what does it mean?
If we are to believe this witness's testimony as is, then the locket disappeared following the victim's death.
Lockets don't just disappear, Your Honor.
It's quite simple when you think about it. If the locket is gone, someone must have taken it off, no?
Taking it off? Wait, you don't mean...
The defendant wasn't strangling the victim at all. He was taking off his locket. Wouldn't that explain it?
It.
He this.
Chrissy, are you okay?
Are you okay?
Defendant,
Are you
what
okay,
do you have to say to
Chrissy?
this? I'm like really not. I'm doing a search on 4 different hard drives at the same time, and my computer is lagging like a motherfucker.
Nice.
You've been struck by a bad internet.
Just lag.
Say,
Yes.
I just noticed this, but You have something hanging around your neck, don't you?
Oh, you mean this? Yes, it's a locket with a photograph inside. A photo of my daughter.
Wait, someone had sex with this man? No fucking way.
That is the most unbelievable part of your testimony so far.
Yeah. I know she didn't say it, but come again?
Always.
Mr. Wright, you have a daughter?
We confirmed it at the time of his arrest. Someone did, in fact, hit that. The picture in the locket is indeed Mr. Wright's daughter.
I went back to 1880 and found this cool 10-year-old chick with these big goggles.
So Mr. Wright has a locket too? Why don't I buy this as just a coincidence?
Well, now, if the results of this poker game led to murder, perhaps we should hear a bit more about the outcome of the game.
Further testimony won't really be necessary. It's clear the defendant lost. Badly.
Bruh, those are dueling full house hands. That is horseshit.
Here we go, highest cards.
Miss Orley, you will testify to the court about the game played between the victim and the defendant.
Ah,
See, JO crystals are funny.
Serious competition.
the game began with 3,500 points in chips for each man. House chips come in two sizes, small and large.
Can't wait for Olga to tell me about the big blind.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, Wright was winning, but he did lose that hand.
Yes.
Full
he
house
definitely
ace
won that
king
game.
high versus full house ace nine.
Ace
Seven.
high.
Sevens? Sevens?
Sevens,
Yeah,
yeah.
sevens.
Sevens on aces.
The one who was winning, it was victim. For last hand, defendant play with all chips on table and lose. The moment loss was decided, defendant grabs bottle from table and
Indeed, looking at this picture, it does seem to be a one-sided game.
As the court knows, poker was the defendant's life. Failure must have been a bitter pill to swallow.
How many times have I heard these words? Yeah?
Methinks the judge watches too many old court movies.
I skipped a line. That's
Did
why
I?
read it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it did.
I done it in a fit of anger, Your Honor, and now I regret what I have done. Common tale, but true.
Wait a second. I know why it's weird. There we go. Mr. Wright said he hasn't lost in 7 years, so his testimony must be wrong.
the game began with 3,500 points in chips for each man. Those chips come in two sizes, small and large.
Are the chips in this photo all the chips that were used?
Of course.
Something's fishy with these chips. Should I press harder? Hell yeah. Maybe you could explain a bit about these chips?
Explain? What is there to be explained?
Bro, chill.
Poker chips are poker chips. They're not fishing chips. Not a chip off the old block.
Thanks.
What a motorcycle cop.
Yeah, chips. If you're old enough to know the television show Chips, fucking go to bed, Grandpa. It's way past your bedtime.
All right, good night.
Yep, good night, everybody.
Eric Estrada would like a word.
Wait, is Eric Estrada the cool one, or is he the really shitty one from Cops?
Cops or chips?
Chips, sorry.
I don't remember. I just remember that one of them was white and one of them was Hispanic. It's been a long time, dude. Now the Catboy's furiously doing research about 70s police TV shows. You're welcome, and I'm sorry.
Oh boy, he does not have a good photo there.
Oh boy.
He was named the International Face of Dare. Okay. Alright, anyway, before I fucking get lost in that. Now that I've pressed her, I'd better ask something. What are these chips worth? Are they in dollars or rubles even?
Yet. Been saying before, it was game, not gambling. Hard perhaps for capitalist pig to understand. Two type of chip. 100 points chip and 1000 points chip. It is not money, da.
Justice,
Sir?
don't you find her comment interesting?
Yeah, in more ways than one, sir.
I say that shit don't math up.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have it added to her testimony myself.
I definitely want that in my testimony. Add it to the testimony. Wish I knew where I was going with this, though.
Very well, witness, if you would be so kind.
Da, Your Honor. One kind of chip is worth 100 points, other kind is worth 1000. Two kinds in all.
Alright. You're sure it was the victim who won? Absolutely sure?
It seems our new attorney is a bit confused. A glance at the picture is enough to tell you who won, if you're not in kindergarten.
Just for safety's sake, could you explain the problem to the court?
Of course, Your Honor. In this photo, I see small chips and I see large chips. Tell me, which were worth 1,000 points?
Why, the big ones, of course. Duh.
Well, someone fucking failed kindergarten. Ah, I thought
Only
so
twice.
too. But then the totals don't add up.
The totals?
Let's review what the witness told us. Each man started with 3,500 points in chips, and the combined total value of the chips was 7,000 points.
Yes, if my calculations are correct, let's see. 3 plus 1, carry the 5.
They are, Your Honor. Anyway, Look at this photo that allegedly shows all the chips. If the big chips are worth 1,000 points and the small chips are worth 100, then you add them up.
How much is it?
Do the math yourself, idiot.
I was
I
elected to
can't
lead,
count.
not to read.
10,600 points. The chips don't math. This clearly contradicts the witness's testimony.
But why? How could this be?
Exactly, Justice. Now that you know the what, you must determine the why.
Right. There's only one possible way to explain this contradiction. Everything was wrong. Each man began the game with 3,500 points. If all the chips are indeed shown in the photograph, then there can only be one answer.
Well, what is it?
The value of the chips was the other way around.
What?
Want to know what I think? The small chips were worth 1,000 points, not the big ones.
Madness! Utter madness!
Show me that photograph of the chips again. There are 6 small chips and 10 large chips. Why, that does make 7,000 points when you add them all up.
Excellent work, Justice.
Yeah, I math.
It's almost as if you figured it out by yourself.
Well, I'm just glad I was the one who said it.
But wait! There's more! The value of the chips may be different, but that changes nothing.
Indeed, the victim did have a larger number of chips still. But,
Exactly. If the small chips are worth 1,000 points and the large chips are 100, let's do a little math. Add the points for each side of the table. Are you okay over there, Lon?
I suffer for my art.
I don't know
The
why.
victim something 2,900 point. There we go.
the victim, Mr. Smith, had 2,900 points and the defendant had 4,100 points.
Well, now. It seems that Mr. Wright was winning that night after all.
That's impossible!
My client had even less reason to kill the victim. After all, he was winning.
Yeah!
Now, Miss Orley, you must have known the true value of the chips, since you were there at the scene of the crime, weren't you?
Order! Order! It appears that our defendant has lost his motive. And Mr. Wright's supposed defeat never happened.
Yeah!
Excuse me? What is it, Miss Orley?
I did not want to be saying this, but actually, you see,
See what, Miss Orley? What do we see?
In the left hand, there was cheat.
Cheat? You don't mean a trick?
Wait, or do you mean a scam?
They're all the same thing.
There was cheat in last hand. That is why game ends with chips as they are.
Great. Just great. First we have lying, now cheating.
Well, this case certainly has taken a turn for the interesting.
Witness, you will please testify to the court. Tell us about this cheating in the final hand.
The final hand! Fight!
Ready for the final handy?
The final handy!
Well,
You know, Oni, that it's considered customary to make eye contact.
no.
Yeah.
The last hand, both men had full house. There is 4 of each card in deck, from ace to king. If you look at both men's hands, cheat is more obvious. The next moment, game becomes argument. The defendant's trick was exposed. He took bottle in his hand? Or Mr. Smith?
It's a 2-deck game.
Miss Orley, why did you not tell the court about this from the very beginning? I thought I smelled a cover up here. Well, folks, it's time to throw back the covers. Show 'em that final handy.
A full house is a very high-scoring hand. Not easy to make in my experience.
That alone is enough to suspect less than scrupulous tactics.
Mr. Gavin? What's a full house?
Lawyers these days. You don't know your poker?
I can't say this bodes well for your case or your career.
Rude.
This law-abiding. How dare you?
What is this? Some sort of secret poker ring?
Justice. You know the terms 1 pair, 2 pair, and 3 of a kind, yes?
Yeah, no problem. 2 cards with the same number makes a pair, and 3 makes 3 of a kind.
Good. Now match your hand with 1 pair, and with 1, 3 of a kind. full house.
It doesn't sound very easy to make, does it?
You can see each player's hand in this photo.
Wow, they both have full houses.
We forget, there's an easy way to make a full house and go undefeated for 7 years. You cheat. It's the tactic I used.
Ahem. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
If he did cheat in the last hand, that still leaves one important question. Mr. Wright lost that hand. Who's ever heard of a professional con man losing when they cheat?
The last hand, both men had full house.
Okay.
There is 4 of each card in deck from ace to king. If you look at both men's hands, cheat is more obvious.
No, it doesn't. Objection! Explain to me, like I'm an idiot. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
It does. I don't see anything contradictory.
You sure about that?
Objection overruled.
Boo, you suck.
Try to think before you make your accusations, Mr. Justice. I know that's hard for you.
Fine, I'll press first. How is it clear?
Well, the defendant. He played a 5th ace.
A fifth ace?
I still remember both hands very well. Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces. And Mr. Wright's too.
Obviously cheating with a foot. Or perhaps I should say, a hand.
Your Honor, perhaps this can be added to the testimony without Mr. Payne's joke.
It was a good job.
Very well, the witness will add this detail to her testimony, please.
Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces, and Mr. Wright's too. It is 5 aces in all.
Alright, we'll try this again.
Objection!
It appears the witness is mistaken.
Mistaken? But my name.
Look, this piece of evidence clearly contradicts what you said in your testimony.
That's the photo of the potato chips, is it not?
Yeah, they're delicious.
Justice, perhaps you ought to explain your point in a way that the judge can wrap his child mind around. In other words, use your finger to point on the picture.
Oh, okay.
Show us on the picture where she touched you. I mean, where the contradiction is.
Yes, please point out the contradiction in this photo.
Miss O'Reilly, in your testimony, you made the following claim. Mr. Smith's hand have 3 aces. But as you can clearly see, the victim's hand only held 2 aces.
How
maybe the witness was simply confused. Perhaps it was the defendant's hand that had the third ace in question. I can't be asked to look at the photo.
Look with your good eyes. As you can see, the defendant also had 2 aces in his hand. Where's the 5th ace? I see cheating, all right, and it's going on right here in this courtroom.
Two aces in each player's hand does make 4 aces total. Hardly proof of cheating.
Please.
Did I just not hear Shy?
Yeah, she
Wait.
said it.
Okay,
Please.
I'm just deaf.
It is true. I have seen it. The 5th ace. There was cheating. I swear to you.
That's odd. She must be lying. Yet she's the most sincere I've seen all day.
You're right to trust your instincts.
See that tub guy. Mr. Gavin?
Who knows what lies in store for us in the trial ahead? Your Honor, if I may, I have a suggestion.
What might that be, Mr. Gavin?
If you don't mind, perhaps we might examine the actual cards.
The card.
Mr. Payne?
Yes?
The players' hands that night were set aside as evidence, were they not? The defense would like to request that the cards be shown to the court.
Very well, the prosecution will submit this evidence. Which will you examine? The victim's cards or the defendant's cards?
If these cards don't prove cheating was going on, nothing will. Now, which of these hands is more suspicious? Yeah, the victim's. It was the victim's hand that changed over the course of witness testimony. The defense requests time to examine Mr. Smith's cards.
Very well, Mr. Payne, if you would.
Very well.
Well, time's a wasting. Get to it, Justice.
Yes, sir.
When examining evidence, be sure to view it from all sides and angles. Try using right stick up, left, down, right to turn it every which way, and Y and X to zoom in and out. That should give you a better perspective on the case.
Okay, let's do this.
Well, big cheating right there.
Well, that's not correct. What? Your Honor, look at this shit. One of the victim's cards. The back is a different color. This man's a dirty fucking shader.
That's possible. But I put that card in Wright's hand. You hear nothing?
What was that, Miss O'Reilly?
I'd really like a cookie. No, yep, I mean, I'm really sad. I have eek.
Yeah, really.
Your Honor.
Mr. Gavin, yes.
Tell me, what is the easiest way to cheat at poker?
To cheat?
I'll tell you. One merely needs a friend, a comrade, shall we say. The dealer.
Ah,
Wait, so you mean this witness, Miss Orally?
She's the cheater. A professional, I'd wager.
order, order.
Focus, Justice. Time to take advantage of her. I mean, of her mistake. Your Honor.
Damn, Apollo.
Damn, bro, chill. Please recall the last testimony we just heard.
That's impossible. But I put that card in Wright's hand.
Ergo, Miss Olga Orally conspired to cheat not with my client, but with the victim, Mr. Shady Smith. Not only did she cheat, she cheated poorly. Therefore, it's not hard to imagine an altercation between her and the victim.
Wait, you don't mean... The defense isn't accusing Miss Olga Orley, are you?
Time for justice.
There were 3 people in the room at the time of the incident. And if Mr. Wright isn't guilty, that means I am. The defense accuses the witness, Miss Olga Orley, of murder.
And what is in there? Lobster?
Look like
It's
Borscht.
supposed to be borscht.
That didn't look like no borscht.
True. But you know what this does look like? The end of the stream!
Oh, snap.
Aw, snap.
Yeah.
Well, this was fun. Good to be back.
Yarhar.
I'm proud of you. Everyone almost showed up on time, Sharky.
I'm sorry.
You know, maybe if you stop taking inspiration from Foud and stop destroying your habitation, you would have been able to make it on time.
And I am so sorry. I cannot sleep.
I have to tell you, every time I get out of the car outside of Wiz Chocobo and I hear Prompto go, "Where do we go from here?" The insane urge to just scream, "I'm feeling it!" is fucking meteoric.
Where do we go?
Anyway,
Boots and cats and boots and cats.
yeah, basically. It's good to have you goofy goobers back. I wonder if this still works properly. It does. Hell yeah. Either way, I will have you all introduce yourselves. The man, the myth, and available for voice acting work, it's Oni Heart.
Yes. RPGs, fighting games, art, and also voice acting, yes. I'm gonna say as soon as I'm able to stream, I'm probably going. No. I can't lie to anybody. Hold on. Persona 3 Reload comes out in like a few days, so yeah, I'm streaming that.
True.
I was gonna say Tekken, but I forgot about that.
Yeah, that you guess rolled in Tekken.
Man, I'm a goat.
What, you trying to eat all the wild grass around my apartment complex?
Oh, man, you're gonna hit with the meanest Soria.
Bruh, I'm gonna hit you with the meanest Ford Fusion you've ever seen. Stay out of the street.
That has nothing on my fucking electric.
What?
Yeah, man, I'll parry. I'll counter the Ford with my electric.
Your electric what?
Forward,
Look at
neutral, down, forward, 2. My electric.
My guy, let's get you
Sounds-
outside and go touch some grass, okay, Grandpa?
Sounds like some Blanca ass shit to me, man. I don't know if I trust it.
All right, Grandpa, let's get you back to bed, Oni.
Shut up.
Man, fuck you guys. I'm going home.
Wait, doesn't that mean we're in charge if you go home?
Listen, the jury's still out on that one. Speaking of the jury, if the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. Available for home demolition services, it's Lil Sharky.
I guess I am a wrecking ball. Sorry, I tried my best to live up to Shaw's catchphrase of "be gay, do crimes," but I just can't pull it off. I'm Sharky. I'm old. I haven't streamed since May, but you're used to hearing that by now if you've been around. We'll fix that eventually. Be kind to each other. Tell your loved ones just how you feel. Come back next week. We'll probably have more crimes, or at least more gay, so it'll be fun.
Be gay, do crime. Speaking of, I heard that nervous shuffling. If you're looking to hire someone to be professionally snarky, it's Chrisseries, per his last email.
Per my last email, go fuck yourself.
I
wait,
hope this
sorry,
email
no.
finds you before I do.
I was supposed to say it in
Classic.
Spanish so that people didn't understand what tu vieja means. Hi, my name is Chris Hughes. I lead the raid group with Blitz in Final Fantasy 14. That's about all for now, really. I'm working on doing a whole bunch of stuff in the background. See what pans out.
Yeah, I gotta find my backdoor key.
I legitimately have been looking for the hot sauce art all stream, and I cannot find the DMs from the person,
Oof, rough.
and I cannot find the download, so I might have to go track them down and beat the shit out of them.
Oh, what must be done?
Go, do a crime.
You can hire this person for things I'm not allowed to talk about on stream. It's Lon.
Hi, I am Lon. I stream RPG long plays. Oh no, they're here for me.
better wrap it up.
I do RPG long plays. I am doing Like a Dragon, but not the Like a Dragon that people care about right now. I also am doing a gacha on stream because I guess I have sold out. So yeah, but it's the Atelier gacha. So, be gay, do crimes, then and be compelled to spend more real money than you're comfortable with. Yeah, that's what I do. Peace.
Be alchemy, do thighs.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hi, my name is Lania Ki, and I identify as a threat.
Look, there's nothing quite like going out with your lovely lesbian polycule and setting shit on fire. And that's what the Atelier series is all about.
You're not
Do they
wrong.
have enough seats on that roller coaster for y'all? Sorry, I'll shut up now. I'm trying to be funny.
Honestly, it just grows and grows. Anyway, yes, that's me. treat, we covered be good to each other, so be good to yourself. Do some self-care. Get some ice cream.
I did. Last but not least, they are a wonderful cookie removal service. It's Shy.
I mean, that's true. That's why Lon keeps me around. I'm her IT tech. I get rid of all of her cookies. Anyway, hi, I am Shy. I know it's been years since I last pulled a solo stream. I'm definitely going to change that, but if you like hearing from me, hey, you can catch me with Lon when she goes live with Like a Dragon and Atelier Gotcha, which is actually very, very good. You should definitely at least give it a shot.
Excellente. Well, friendos, thank you for joining me. And, hey, why don't we do this again next week?
I mean, I guess. I got nothing better on.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm going to mute you all now. Anyway. I am super, super glad that I was able to get back to this. Big ups to our friends over at Capcom. This game has been available, I think, for a couple of days now. So if you enjoy this series, this type of gameplay, feel free to check it out. I will give you all my Discord. Feel free to hang out with us. We're pretty cool. You can hang out with these people too. They're pretty all right. They shower regularly. If you want to catch up with the stream and our playthroughs, etc., definitely feel free to subscribe to YouTube. Easiest way to take care of, what you've potentially missed. If you're a tea drinker like me, check out the blends we put together with our friends over at Adagio. Proceeds benefiting the Trevor Project. Check out my wife's super cool Etsy. She make really cute grumpy coffee mug crochet and a Pop-Tart today. It was really cute. But she does make some really cool one-of-a-kind jewelry, as well as some cute little voodoo dolls. Last but not least, you want to support the stream that little bit extra, check out the Throne wish list. But we will see you all. Not tomorrow, because I'm off. We'll be back Wednesday. Some more 15 and some SMT 5. No, so here's the thing, you're just all lighting up, but remember that I have the game audio split separately from the Discord audio, so I just muted the Discord audio. Yeah, I mean, I really didn't appreciate the sounds of genitals slapping Lon, but I appreciate it, but I'm glad the audience didn't have to listen to that. Listen, you know what? All right. Here's your chance. Listen, you're unmuted.
Congrats to the streamer on taking more days off this month than in the previous decade I've known him combined.
Right?
True.
Yeah.
Speaking of self-care, round of applause, my dude.
True.
Down to only 26 days streaming this month.
Eat my ass. All right. We're going to say goodbye, and we are going to go say hi to our boy Roy!
The boy Roy.
Yes, good old Roybert.
Is that called going the full Chiato?
Oh, wait, never mind. Roy's raiding someone. We're not going to go visit Roy.
Can't believe you've lied to us.
Listen, at least I didn't send y'all into a dead channel.
I mean,
at least we didn't raid ourselves.
okay, I knew you were gonna go.
Okay, no, but what I heard on the back end, good lord! Alright. Well, damn, now I have to have a fucking backup plan.
Curtis or Zoiteki are both on.
You know what, yeah. Do we want to do crowd control Mario 64 or some retro games tonight?
Yeah.
I think 64 is a retro game.
Good
Well,
answer.
I'm being specific.
Well, according to Chrissy, there are PS4 games that are retro now, so I've lost all hope of
That's
what
not
this means.
possible.
No, that is in fact true.
How long ago was the PS4 released? I think that's quite
No.
possible, actually.
No, it's not possible.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm throwing the big ass curveball. All right. Do we want art or Final Fantasy Shuffler?
What?
Shuffler.
Oh yeah. Also, the PS4 was released in 2013.
We're gonna go raid our
definitely
boy
retro.
Twirlin Curtis. If you want to go check out the art stream I was looking at, you can go check out the boy Crimbo.
Crimbo.
Yeah.
That's a guy who's cool.
Crimbo's super cool. Have you? I don't think you've met Curtis though, have you?
No.
Oh, dude, you're gonna love Curtis. Curtis is dope. All right.
Curtis played MagFest, right?
Yes, Curtis played Magfest with Zaku.
Nice.
Nice. All right, friendos, we are going to call it here. Let us go and raid Curtis. I will check you all on Wednesday.
Bye, everybody.
Later.